Oh, it's time for some Dodgers baseball. Oh, it's time. It's time for some Dodgers baseball. That is one of the most famous sayings of the Dodgers. That it's time for some Dodgers baseball. And I'm here to tell you, I'm here to play hardball. I am here to play hardball. It's time to play hardball. It's time to pay up. It's time to play hardball. Let me tell you something. You're not going to be able to dodge 2034. September. It's going to all fall down. You're not going to be able to dodge 34. Ask Fernando. He could not escape 34. He tried to retire his jersey back in 2023 in August, but it still caught up with him ultimately in October. The 22nd, this man was laid to rest. May he rest in heaven. May Allah be pleased with him. For this man was a picture of the end. Every weekend, it seems like the bars are crowded with games around this time. And many people fail to realize that 34 has retired his jersey, and that is a sign of the end in September of 2034. I am the Noah. I knew nothing about this. All I know is I was putting on my boots, putting on my Timberlands. Get it? Timberland, like it's going to fall. In the month of September on the 16th at 4 in the morning, before I had coffee, I came downstairs thanking Allah. And as I was putting on my boots, I heard within myself, you know, your mama died around 9 years old, you was. So immediately I'm spot on when I get a word from Allah. I knew I had 9 years left. Tear dropped. A couple of days it was a little sobby, tears, just streaming out of nowhere. But, now I'm good. But I knew I had 9 years. Then he revealed to me weeks after that if it wasn't for me, that this whole world would have went into judgment. This is the reason why the prophet Isa said it would be like the days of Noah, and it will be like the days of Lot. Why? Because Noah was only saved, only one man in his house. And that's what happened with me. And Lot, why? Because I am Lamonti, I am the stone that is surrounded by the virgins. And so Lot had to deal with the daughters. And Mahdi is the daddy. So every woman is my daughter automatically. If my dad was here, I'm his dad. And it's the same thing with the last witness. That's a woman. She's the mom of her mom. She's the mom over her dad. That's just how it rolls over here. In this mantle we call Al Matty. So you can't dodge 34. That 34 is coming up. Now I'm gonna show you something. I'm gonna show you something. How prophetic I am for those who do not really pay attention to the prophecy that is in the house of David. Notice my channel is called the House of David, and Al Mahdi is from the House of David. According to the scriptures, he is the man Allah is most pleased with. Now, Allah told me that verbally within myself, but it's also in the Bible. It's in Isaiah 42, my age. All right. So going on, we're going to look at the date when I started preaching. the end. I knew it in September 16th. And 17th, I was permitted to go and spread it. So let's see when I started. We're looking at my videos, and it was about 3 weeks ago. So yeah, right here. 3 weeks ago. 3 weeks ago, I boldly took a Noah move and said 2034 is the end. Mahdi dies 3 weeks ago. And then here we have this man right here dying October the 22nd, Mr. 34. And he's saying peace. All right. He's throwing up the deuces. All right. Because that's the day the last two witnesses die, 2034 September. Now, that's real prophecy, y'all. That's real prophecy. The last two witnesses is seen in Bonnie and Clyde. The last two witnesses is seen in the Twin Towers. Let me show you something your Bible teacher or um, imam or parents or teachers never taught you. This is one thing that can help you be wise if you understand this. This is going to be in Ecclesiastes, and it's going to be in chapter 1, and it's going to be in verse 9, like 911. This is all going into the last two witnesses. This is the most important thing you have to know. Just like if someone right now was following you on your way home, calling your husband is not that important. No, calling your mom is not that important. The most thing important for you to do would be to call 911. All right. And right here in Ecclesiastes is 1 9. If you add another 9, it's 911. This is very important. So here we go. The thing that hath been, it is that which shall be. And that which is done is that which shall be done. And there is no new thing under the sun. Is there anything whereof it may be said, see, this is new? It hath been already of old time, which was before us. No, everything that happens is on a cycle. Rome was defeated. Rome will be defeated again. Rome will be defeated again. Okay? The only nation that can stop that cycle is Israel, because there's promises that Israel would reign forever. There's promises in the Bible of Israel ruling over the Arabs. There's promises in the Bible of the glory of Kedar departing. I get excited. I'm sorry. There's promises in the Bible of the glory of Kedar departing. That means leaving. And it leaves when the air gets here. That is when Al Mahdi gets here, the Islamic Messiah. And I'm going to prove that to you right here. All right. This is going to be Isaiah 21:16. For thus hath the Lord said unto me, within a year, according to the years of a hireling, and all the glory of Kedar shall fail. Now, Kedar is the Arabs. Kedar is the Arabs. Let's get that. Let's go and get that in another Bible and prove how Kedar is the Arabs. And I was just in, was it Isaiah 21? Yeah. Isaiah 21. Yeah, this is it right here. All right, and there's multiple scriptures on it. Let's go to this one. For thus hath the Lord said unto me, within a year, according to the years of a hireling, And all the glory of Kedar shall fail. Now let's see who the Kedar is. Boop. Son of Ishmael, Arabs. All right. All of their glory is going to fail. Now, how could this be before Muhammad? No, this ain't talking about before Muhammad. This is talking about after Muhammad. Ishmael never had any glory until Muhammad came. Muhammad is all of the Arabians' glory. All right. That's why they think they singing about him, but they not singing about him. They singing about me, and they don't even know it. They don't even know it. All right. So according to prophecy, we're going to keep going. And the residue of the number of archers and the mighty men of the children of Kedar shall be diminished. Diminished means what? Lessen, made small, suffer to decrease. Because how many Arabs have already been slaughtered? Over 41,000 documented plus. Not only that, how many Arabs is going to accept a black Islamic Messiah for the Mahdi? No, it's going to be a war. There's going to be some drama. Okay, trust me. There's going to be some disagreements because the Bible is letting the Arabs know. Okay, and this is Al Mahdi's love for the Arabs, is letting the Arabs know that all of their glory they have is going to diminish, is going to lessen. All right, it's going to fall. All right, picture that is seen in the Twin Towers. All right, those Arabs going into the Twin Tower is a picture of the last two witnesses ruling over the Arabians. There's coming a day when we will. And another thing people fail to realize is that according to the Hadiths, there's coming a black man with skinny legs that's going to take that Kaaba apart. Now, I'm going to tell you something. Allah gave me some instructions on what to do with the Kaaba, and I'm not going to tell any of you. But he told me this probably about 2 months ago. He told me where exactly to put it. I know exactly what to do with it and everything. I know exactly reason why Arabia will be painted green. Now I'm gonna take you to the Hadith and I'm gonna let you see if you can read. Narrated Ibn Abbas. The prophet said, as if I am looking at him, a black person with thin legs plucking out the stones of the Kaaba, one after another. Okay? Thin leg man. Now, let me see if I got some pictures of my legs. Hey, man. There you go. There you go. You lucky. The pants literally make me look like my legs is big, but my legs is little. My legs is little. Okay, I'm like the psalmist. I'm small and frail, but I only fear you. I'm fearless. Okay, I'm like a red-nosed pit bull. I don't have no issues with people. I really don't. And I'm 42 years old. My whole life I held it down and I've been to prison after prison. I really had no smoke, really. Really. Um I can't even really remember no hard fights in my life. I remember growing up, I remember punching one dude um in the nose. But, we young as hell, and it wasn't no violence. It wasn't no crazy stuff like that. It wasn't no, oh, he done some violence. No. We youngsters, man. We youngsters growing up, man. Allah has always just had his hand over my life, and he's always protected me and kept me from committing violence. All right. There's been times where it came close, but he's always kept me so that it will fulfill the scripture. He did no violence. Okay. I'm the lamb. I'm Lamonte. Get it, lamb? Lamonte. All right. So, yeah. Look at this. A black person is coming to take apart the Kaaba. It's in the word. It's in here. This is real prophecy. Now, I'm going to tell you about Allah. Allah deals with me directly. He deals with me directly. He deals with me directly. I don't need no angel to come and talk to me. Mm-mm. Allah deals with me directly. He deals with me within me. That's why Al Mahdi is called the guided one. I don't have to have a Gabriel come. No, and no, no. I'm not saying he's not assisting me. I'm not saying none of that. I'm not saying he's not helping me when I'm not knowing. All I'm saying is this: it's within me. Because the difference between me and all the other messengers is Al Mahdi was um, the speaker for all of the messengers. All the other prophets was my microphone. But in these last days, Allah has spoken through us through his son, his SUN. And so now I am Allah's microphone. Come on now. Could you imagine that? Could you imagine that? Could you imagine that? That's the difference. That's a big difference. And this is direct. So when Allah told me the instructions of what to do with the Kaaba, that was the first thing I even read this hadith that's on the screen. All right. Allah's not going to let me down. I'm his Gideon. I'm his Gideon. There's a story about a man that God loves so much that he allowed the people practically they worshiped, they honored, they prayed, they did all these things through a man by the name of Gideon. And this is going to be in the book of Judges. Gideon. Now this man right here, man, this man right here. What a man. What a man. When he died, they was trying to make him king and he denied it. They was trying to make his sons king and he denied it. He said no. Only God's going to be your king. All right. He said only God is going to be your king. I could cry at that. I can cry at that because that is the opposite of Christianity. That is the opposite of Christianity. Okay. And that is Judges 8:23. And Gideon said unto them, I will not rule over you, neither shall my son rule over you. The Lord shall rule over you. Man, that's a blessing. And this is the reason why Allah honored this man in this way, because it's all Allah. Allah is one. All right. And this is what the people shouted. All right, here it is. This is all good stuff. Judges 7:20. And the three companies blew trumpets. And they break the pitchers. Now, what it means it breaks the pitchers, it means they broke the idols. All right. It also means they broke their lanterns so that their lights can shine brighter. And held the lamps in their left hands and the trumpets in their right hands to blow withal. And they cried the sword of the Lord and of Gideon. So they cry for the sword of the Lord and of Gideon because this is the ultimate pattern in heaven. You only have one messenger and you only have one Allah. Okay, but this is the awesome thing. You have one messenger who is ultimately two messengers because you have the last witness who's a female and you have Al Mahdi, and we both are heirs and we all have been. That's why we have the teachings in the gospels of the two being one. But ultimately, Al Mahdi is the head apostle. Okay. The woman is the foot apostle. Okay. So I'm the head apostle. That's why it's only one messenger. But that's amazing. And we see this is the pattern, how it's supposed to be on earth. That's how we set it up with Moses. We only had one prophet. We only had one prophet. It was Aaron. And we only had one Moses. But we had Miriam. We had Miriam. And Miriam counted for one prophet with Aaron. Her and Aaron were one. They both were one. Their anointing was not like Moses, but they both were one. Moses was the God, and Aaron and Miriam was pictures of Al Mahdi in The Last Witness from Mexico. Okay? That's how it is. But we won. Just like Aaron and Miriam were one, it's the same thing with Al Mahdi and the Latino witness. It's amazing. It's amazing. And we see the Gideon shout for the Lord, shout for Gideon, shout for the Lord first, shout for Gideon, because that's how it is with Al Mahdi. All right. I am Allah's microphone. Just meditating on that and realizing Allah can speak through you in any given minute is a blessing. And so I will close today with a black person with thin legs, that's me, plucking out the stones of the Kaaba one after another. It's coming. It's coming. I was singing about this. I had a song that was like, there's a black man on top of the Kaaba. I knew this stuff was coming. And before I even seen this hadith, because remember, I'm in the Bible first. That's why every day I'm reading the Quran and I'm reading the hadiths. I'm in the Quran and the hadiths right now, but I got 20 plus in the Bible. And close it out, according to the hadiths, there's a black person coming with skinny legs. That's me. And I'm going to take the Kaaba apart. one stone after another. I'm divinely protected. I have a halo. I'm the Bill Cosby making you jello. I got the armies of heaven surrounding me. According to the Bible, the descendant of David will rule over all nations, including Ishmael, including Edom. What you didn't know is that Islam belonged to Israel, and that's because you are slow. Why? Because your Messiah is Jesus, who is from Israel. You would be very slow to think that Islam belongs to the Arabs when your Messiah is an Israelite. That means that the ultimate father of the Prophet Muhammad and the Prophet Isa is Al Mahdi, is the root and the offspring of that tree. Okay? And he's the ultimate Messiah. And he is the ultimate Israelite because he's going to restart the 12 tribes of Israel from his loins. Okay? So that just shows you how dark people are when you are not anointed. You just get on YouTube, or you know what I mean, you dress up, you model, and you give these long speeches, and y'all doing all these prayers, all these vain repetitions which the prophet Isa condemned. You're praying like the heathen. Why? Because you're not Israelite. Why? Because the stone is here. Why? And the stone is here. Why? Because the judgment is here. The judgment is here. When they say Allah had a son, at that saying, the mountains would fall. And I'm Lamonti, Lamonti. I fell down here. All praises due to Allah. I said Lamountain. I'm Lamonti. I had to fall. I'm here for judgment. At that saying. Okay, the mother has to die. That's the woman, the last witness, and then the prophet Isa will die. He will die first. The prophet Isa will die first, okay? The prophet Isa will take the kiss of death so I can be the last die. All right. I'm going to say that again. The prophet Isa will take the kiss of death so I can be the last die. Will take the kiss of death so I can be the last die. Okay. That's how it goes. That's how it goes. All right, let me stop tormenting the nations. I'm coming for the safe. I'm coming for the big money. I'm coming for all of it. I'm an heir. And I'm going to show you how funny people are. This is how funny people are. It's amazing being a judge on this earth. I'm a perfect judge. Everybody's money is really mine. All the money y'all got it's really mine, technically. And you got people literally that spend money in front of you every day and don't even know that their money is yours. And Allah's going to bring it to pass where these loan companies that denied me and rejected me, and these companies and these that I work for and how they pay me this amount, and then now I'm the owner of it all. It's coming up. Assalamu alaikum to my brothers and sisters who will be in the real truth.